everyone, Jackie here with Enjoying Life's Journey. Welcome back to my channel. If you're not familiar with the channel, I talk about goal setting, personal finance, and a little bit about our minimalist lifestyle. Today, if you notice, I am in my car. And actually what I'm doing right now is I am sitting in the parking lot at Fry's. I am doing my second shift, or my second day for Instacart, basically grocery shopping for people and delivering it to their houses. If you guys watched, I did a goals report video and I mentioned I was going to be picking up a side hustle, so that's what I am doing. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about how yesterday, the first day, went. I'm probably going to expect for today, kind of how the whole process is working out so far. For those of you who aren't familiar, I'm primarily a stay-at-home mom. My oldest is in second grade and my youngest is not yet in school. She's got about another year before she's in school. And the reason I stay home is so we don't have to pay for daycare. I also am an entrepreneur. I am a travel agent, but I decided to pick up a side hustle right now because my husband and I are really trying to ramp up our emergency fund. We want to have 6 months worth of our expenses saved as an emergency fund. We just purchased a house, so we're kind of starting that whole process over. So I kind of thought a way for me to help bring in some cash flow now would be to do something like this, and I thought it sounded fun. I've delivered newspapers in the past, I've delivered pizzas, I've worked in warehouses for Amazon and stuff, so the whole idea of going grocery shopping and scanning items and then delivering them to people sounded fun for me, and it's a way for me to get out of the house. So the goal is if I can make maybe $200 a week, that would be great. So I just finished up the background check, so I had access. Basically they give you access to set your schedule for the next week, and they give you zones, so basically little zones on the map. And a tip is, if you're not seeing the zone that you want to be in, you can go to the settings part on the app. I can show this in more detail in a minute, but basically you'd go in the settings area and you can choose to add or remove zones. So that's what I ended up doing, because the zone I'm in right now is Peoria. I live in El Mirage, so the zone is pretty big. It kind of overlaps Peoria, Sun City, El Mirage, and Surprise. So it's actually a pretty big area, but with me being in El Mirage, I'm pretty much right in the middle. Like, my house is pretty much right in the middle. And when you start your shift, you have to be somewhere within that zone. So if you can find something that's closer to your house, that's good. Next week, I picked up about 23 hours, so I should make about $200 if I'm able to do all those shifts. Ricky might actually end up working on Sunday, and he makes way more working overtime than I would be doing this, so I may not get that many hours then. But if you check your app every day, people cancel. So I was able to pick up 2 hours yesterday, and I picked up 4 hours today. Yesterday was the first day. I wasn't really sure what to expect. I've watched a lot of other people's videos on their first day, and they mentioned that they sat around the car and waited, for about an hour before getting an order. So because my house is in the middle of the zone, I thought, well, I'll just stay at the house and we'll see what happens. Well, right at 6 o'clock, I got an order. So I was like, cool. So it was at a Fry's. So I'm actually at that same Fry's today. I went, it was a pretty small order. It was 12 items, but 25 units. So like 4 bananas, you know what I mean? Things like that. The process went pretty smoothly. Basically the customer, you're able to text back and forth through the app if you want to ask them a question. They can also put on there, like, if you don't have this item, then substitute it for this. That kind of helps you speed up the process, if you can't find it. So I did have to ask about one thing, and she was on there talking with me right away. And I checked out pretty easy. They give you your own card. It's like a credit debit card. You just use it as credit. So I checked out really easily, and then I delivered it to her, and that was pretty cool. So that you get paid depending on the day. So that was a Tuesday. It's like a busier day. So I think I got paid $4 for the order, and then you get paid 40 cents per item. And then she tipped me about $7 and some change. So I made about 16 something dollars off of that one order. And then that was about 7:30 at night. And so I went ahead and just came back to the same Fry's. It's kind of migrating back to where my house is. I thought, okay, it's 7:30. They ended up sending me a notification asking if I wanted to end my shift early. I said, I didn't respond to it. I didn't say yes or no, because I thought, well, if I could get one more order, that'd be cool. I waited maybe like 10 or 15 minutes, and I started driving back towards my house, and then I got a mile down the road and I got another order. So I got another order for Sprouts. So same thing, about 12 items, 25 units roughly. That one I went, and that person tipped me about $2 and something. So overall I made just under $28, and I got done delivering and doing all that by 8:30. So I technically worked 2.5 hours, so it averaged about $11 an hour. So not bad my first day. On the app you can see where your earnings are. So this is this week. So like I said yesterday, I earned $27.54, and then you can see what were tips. So $9.84 were tips, and then $17.70 was the delivery. You can say earnings by day. So if you click on that earnings by day, then you could see, you know, each day of the week. So if you see that flame right there, that indicates that Tuesday was a busy day. And if you click on that, then it will break it down per order and how much time you're delivering as well. So it shows here that active time was 2 hours and 16 minutes, and then as you can see, I basically was on the clock for 2 hours and 35 minutes. I say on the clock, but you're not getting paid per hour. Like I say, you're getting paid per thing. So then it just shows the location I had to shop at. So I shopped at Fry's, shows what I made. So I made $4.25 for the delivery, and then per item it came out to $4.08, and like I said, I got tipped $7.43. Sprouts, I made the $4.25, and then it was $4.40 for the items, and then I was tipped $2.41, which was $11.06. So it took me about an hour for both of these, between driving to the location, shopping, checking out, and then delivering it. So I'm sure, like I said, as I become more familiar with the store, I'm sure my time will come up a little bit faster. And also check once you've done something. You have your dashboard here. Because I'm on the clock, my dashboard, like I said, it will show the map, my zone, and then it just says looking for orders. It's 4:40. I haven't got anything yet. I keep seeing like little red squares keep popping up here and then disappearing. And then on here also you can go to how am I doing. It will tell you your speed. So I was, like I said, I was pretty slow. I'm not sure. I think it said the average in my zone was 200, and I'm 216, so I don't know. We'll have to see how that gets better. Customer feedback 100% just basically means I haven't had a negative comment yet. And then reliability, that means I'm available, I didn't cancel. So they want you to at least give 6 hours. If you're going to cancel your shift, they want you to at least let them know 6 hours ahead of time. If you don't, say you only give them 4-hour notice, then you will get a reliability incident, and your batch acceptance is 100%. So like I said, I got 2 orders and I accepted both of them, so I'm at 100%. You want to keep this at 80% or higher if you want to be able to get a guaranteed hourly rate when they offer it. So it's not always offered. Sometimes it's just a bonus that they'll have in a certain location on a certain day, and if you're in good standings with this, then you'd be eligible for that. As of right now, I don't see that. So that's kind of like what the app looks like a little bit once you're getting there. You know, getting a hang of this, you know, how the app works and how everything works. Plus, I primarily shop at Walmart, so getting used to Fry's and Sprouts, I have to get used to the layout a little bit. So they said it was a little slow, but we'll know that will get better with time. So here we are, it's Wednesday. Like I said, I was originally scheduled 5 to 8. They said, do you want to start early? So I said, sure. So right at 4 o'clock, instead of waiting at my house because I knew I had to get gas, I was just like, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and get gas and then head to this Fry's. Today is supposed to be a slower day. It's not marked on their thing. It just says looking for orders. And then within there, you'll see like little red squares. And those are supposed to be like hot areas that are really busy. A lot of people on YouTube have the tips of like don't chasing those down because they will disappear, and that's true. So I'm kind of just here because like I said, I had 2 orders in this general area yesterday, so I'm just gonna hang out here and see. It's 4:20, so we'll see. A red dot just popped up pretty close to where I'm at, so I could get an order pretty soon here. We'll see. But yeah, so far, I mean, yesterday went pretty good. I like it. This is the type of stuff that I like to do sometimes if you're just trying to make some extra money and you don't want to have to think too much. I like the idea that I can make my own schedule. So like today and yesterday, I was able to say, hey, yeah, I can pick up a couple hours, not a big deal. Whereas when I was delivering pizzas, I had to be there, you know, I had a shift, I had to be there during that time. And then when you're not delivering pizzas, you're also working in the store, doing dishes, making pizzas and all of that stuff. And so I kind of like this. I rather go grocery shopping than make pizzas. The other thing with delivering newspapers, I had to work every single day of the week. Every single day of the week. Rain, shine, holidays, every single day, and it was through the night. And so that was, you know, it was from like 12 at night to like 5 in the morning. So this one, as far as delivery jobs go, I think it's going to be a good fit for me. So I'll keep you guys posted on when I end up getting my first order for today. I'm not going to film and show you around in the store because I'm still learning. But if you guys are interested in all of that, or if you're interested in seeing more of the app, I can make separate videos on that. But today is just kind of like a little vlog of just keeping us posted. I'll let you know how much I make. I brought my, because I'm only doing 4 hours, 4 to 8, so I brought my water. And then those of you who watched my goals report video, I'm still finishing this book. So I brought my book. So a lot of people said, bring stuff to do in case you are waiting. So I have no problem kind of sitting here and reading and waiting and seeing. Like I mentioned, my house is in the zone, so I could always head back to the house. 5:50. I ended up going back to my house. A little red square came up at the Fry's by my house. So I went back to my house. Sure enough, the square disappeared. And then a little while later, the square came up again, and the red square just indicates there's a lot of orders in that area. So I finally got my first order at 5:40, so I just got to the Fry's that's by my house. So I'm gonna head on in. I'll just show you this real quick. So it just says which store you're going to. You swipe it once you're ready to shop. So don't swipe it until you're in the store and you have like your cart, you know, and you're ready to go. So I'm gonna get in there and start shopping. I'm back at my house at 7:45. That order took me way longer than it was supposed to. It wasn't that many items, but inside that Fry's that I was in, there was like the internet, like even using my own internet, there's like no service. So there's a few items that the store didn't carry, so I had to text the client, ask what they wanted to replace it with. And then I'm at the very last item and it won't scan. Like I cannot scan it on my phone, so we have to scan every item to show that we found the correct item. It would not scan. I tried so many other packages and they wouldn't scan, and I was already running late, so I ended up calling support, and I was like, it's not like, it'd be nice if I could just manually type in the number. It wasn't letting me do anything like that. So they're like, turn off your phone, turn it back on. So I did that, and then it kept just that loading, like it just couldn't like load, and I couldn't proceed to checkout until that last item was scanned. It was so frustrating. So I ended up, one of the workers was like, if you walk away over there in the corner by the Starbucks, I sometimes have service over there. So I had to walk across the store just so I could get the one item to finally register so I could check out. So I dropped that off. And then I got an order like instantly after I dropped that one off, but it was to another Fry's kind of out further the opposite way of my house, and it was already, like I said, it's already 7:45. My shift ends at 8, and it said it would have to be delivered by 8:45. I know there's no way that I could do that. I'm just too new still. So you can take a 20-minute break. So I went ahead and just opted to take my break right now. You don't want to end your shift early, or it will ding you for like leaving early, or you know, not finishing your shift. So I went ahead and just said I'm taking my break right now so I don't get dinged, and I just came home. Yeah, my shift will end here by the time my break's over. So that was a whole glitch with my phone not having service, or the internet not working, or the app not working. I don't know. I'll be surprised if I even get a tip for that one. I was pretty late. Alright, so the earnings updated by day. So you can see yesterday's $27.54, and today's only $14.21 because I had just the one order. But you can see tip $3.41, which I'm surprised I got tipped, honestly, you guys. It took so long. And $10.80. It shows here. So I was clocked in for basically 3 hours and 40 minutes, and I just did that one order. It took me an hour and 45 minutes. But yeah, so that was my second day. Thanks for watching. Leave me a comment below if you guys want to know more about the Instacart, if you want me to give you, keep giving you some updates on how it's going, how it works, or anything like that. Let me know, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.